Hello and welcome back. Today is day 2 of our phonics lesson with the letter C. All right, 3 times together. Get ready. C says k. C says k. C says k. All right, good job. And go ahead and get your binder out and turn to this page, our handwriting page for our letters. And let's write our uppercase C 3 times. Get ready. C says k. Again. C says k. Again. C says k. Okay? Remember, the capital C is a tall letter, and our lowercase c is a short letter. Get ready. C says k. Again, C says k. Again, C says k. All right, and we are going to do something a little bit more fun today. Go ahead and get your Play-Doh out. I haven't got mine out yet, so bear with me. Grab it from your toolkit. Okay, and I always say when we are making letters with our Play-Doh, we make it into a snake first. And I know that takes a little bit more time for you guys than it does for me. My hands are stronger. I've had a lot more years to practice building up that hand strength. So if you need to pause the video while you are making your Play-Doh into a snake, you go right ahead. I'm going to erase my letter C page, and I'm going to make a C, and I want you to do the same thing in front of you. Hopefully it'll stick for me. Okay, so first I'm going to make my capital C. I got a little extra there, so I'm just going to pull it off and stick it back in there. Okay. Now when you've got that ready, same thing. Go ahead and pause the video if you are not ready yet. Put your finger at the top. I always call this my tracker finger, and it works for tracing too. Start at the top of the C, and I'm going to say get ready. We're going to trace it 3 times, and we're going to feel that bumpy Play-Doh feeling. And it'll help that C get in our brains better. Get ready. C says k. C says k. C says k. Okay? I'm going to get my little Play-Doh. See if I can make my little Play-Doh, or what's left of it, big enough to make my lowercase c. I think I can. Make sure your C is going the correct way. That's really important. And make sure that it's in the right space. Okay? Fingers back up here. If you are not ready with your C yet, that is totally fine. Just pause the video and press play when your Play-Doh is ready. Get ready. C says k. C says k. C says k. All right, boys and girls, good job. I'll just lay that up there, I guess. The next thing I would like you to do is get out your workbook that looks like this, or something like this. Might not have my emoji on it, right? Or Bitmoji on there. Okay, and look for Tuesday. Let me make sure I'm in the right place. Oh, I didn't say this. Go ahead. Yesterday I kind of went long on my video. This can be an extra page this week if your child needs more practice, or you can do it today, or you can skip it if you would choose to. It is in there, and I knew my video went a little bit long and I wanted to cut it off, so that can be extra practice if you would like. It'll only take a second. All right, so looking at your Tuesday page, it looks like this. Oops, sorry, you can't see it very well. It looks like this. It has the pictures at the bottom. And on this page, I would like you to trace. I'm going to do it with marker. When we are tracing, I am totally happy for you to use marker. But when we are writing ourselves on this page, I would like you to use a pencil, just so you get comfortable holding a pencil in your hand. I'm going to move this guy over so he is out of our way. And I always try to remember to say the first thing I do is always the same. I get my pencil and write my name. So in your very best handwriting, at the very top, write your name. Take your time. use your lines. Parents, feel free to keep a permanent model of their name close by. That is totally appropriate at this point and encouraged. All right, so tracing and writing the letter C. C says, go ahead and do it with me. Remember, make sure you're starting at the top. C says, 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 okay? On the next line, I want 3 of your very best capital C's, so the tall ones, okay? The reason, I know there's more room, but I only want 3 because I want them to be your very, very best. If you have a whole line, your hand is going to get tired, and they're not going to be the very best, okay? So, C says, C says, C says, okay? And on the next line, I want 3 of your very best lowercase c's. C says, C says, C says. All right. The next thing is color the pictures that start with the sound, okay? And I see cookies. So I'm going to color the cookies. I'm going to do my best to go quickly, but also try to kind of stay in the lines. Remember your 3-star coloring. Anytime you're coloring, try to get that 3-star coloring. What color is that in real life? Try to stay in the lines and fill in all the white space. This is a pumpkin. Does that start with the letter C, the sound? It does not. What about camera? Do you hear it? Camera. It sure does. So I'm going to color in that C. I know I'm not following my 3-star coloring rules, but hopefully you can. What about a crocodile? Crocodile. That sure does. So I'm getting a green out of my crayon box for the crocodile because they are usually green. What about candy? Candy. I hear it, so I'm going to color in my candy. All right, boys and girls, you are finished with your phonics lesson for the day. You did great. I'm so proud of you. Hang in there and see you tomorrow.